What's up, everybody? Rob here to do my part 2 update, which is kind of like a whole new update in itself. I was supposed to do like a part 2 used that I've had piling up here. Some new stuff came in. I'm just going to go through it since I got it here. I'm going to probably go through fast a lot. A lot of this stuff is people know. And it's just stuff that I need to fill holes in my collection, stuff like that. Got a couple CDs again first. First one is a band. Damn, I can't remember where they're from though. Well, anyway, the name of the band is Smackdown, and the album is 2020. This is a female-fronted hard rock metal. Fantastic. I highly recommend this. If you're a hard rock fan of like old school and new school, it's great. And anybody that has a song called "Hey Motherfuckers," I'm all over it. It's actually one of my favorite songs on the CD, not just because of the name, but because it's just a really good song. The woman can belt. She sings awesome. Each song is a little bit different. It's not all the same, throughout. Everything from rockers to a ballad, or ballady, I guess you could say, slower. These aren't really, they're not really like ballads, or more, but yeah, they're ballads. They're about getting fucked over. So, anyway, Smackdown. This just came out a little while ago. I don't know what's up with Amazon, but I'm assuming it's because of all this COVID shit still. But I'm getting CDs like two CDs that I ordered last month that are supposed to be out today. I'm not even going to be getting until like August 19th, which is ridiculous. But anyway, there's that. And then the other one is, I don't know how to say this, but I know that Atheneum. I know how to say it. It's one of those words I stumble on. This features Melissa Bonney. She was in a few bands. Great, another female-fronted thing. Great voice. I love her voice. It's very gothic, symphonic, metal-driven. I really like it. I mean, it gets a little boring. I'm not gonna, pull punches like I normally don't. It gets a little bit boring towards the end, but great song. Like the first song, Infected Monarchy. Fire and Ice, just some great songs on here. And I'm forgetting where they're from right now. I think Swedish. I hate when I forget shit like that. Both are newer bands, so give me a break. Atheneum, it's called Chapter 1 Monarchy, right? Yeah, Chapter 1 Monarchy. I highly recommend both of these. If you're into female-fronted metal, both are fantastic singers. But she just, what's her name? She blows my socks off. She's so good. She's got that growl. She got that soft. She can do it all. All right, next. All right, another reissue of Blood with a crappy cover because, again, it cuts the actual album title off. Whenever they do the reissues, they've all done this. This is the fourth variant or fifth variant reissue. I think this is I don't remember what it is, but this one is In This Moment Blood. This is the first pressing came out on Pink, which was a breast cancer awareness version that I have. I have the red version from that same year. I have an orange. I have a couple. Well, this is the newest one. And I'm just going to show the vinyl. Most of you guys know In This Moment. If you don't, you probably don't like them anyway. So this one's like a red marble. It is marble, but it's hard to see. Red clear marble. I'm actually thinking about, I got 6 versions of this album. I'm actually thinking about cutting down my collection and just holding on to like 1, 2 of each one, because these things go for, this one's a new one, so this ain't too bad, but these things sell so quickly, and I think it's just limited out of 500, and when they go, they reach like $300-400 in some cases. I've seen most around 100, and like I don't need 7 copies of this album. But then the completist in me wants it all, so I don't know. I keep debating, but I know one thing: if I do trade them, sell them, they're going to be worth a fortune. So just bear with me here. I don't have anything set up. I'm just kind of winging this. I just wanted to get it done since I did another video earlier. This one is a. This is an album I got in the mail. It is destroyed. Let me take out the vinyl. It came up really cheap, and I don't have the vinyl version of this, so I wanted to get that. And it's so I got it, and they labeled it as VG Plus all around. But I received it in the plastic, like a plastic sleeve. It wasn't even padded. It wasn't no stiffeners. Just the album was in there, and as you can see, it is completely destroyed. It's all bent up. It's probably not going to show on the camera. It's all warped. It's all kinds of fucked. All tears on the sides. I mean, it's just destroyed. You can see right there how bent it is. It's got tape, like scotch tape. They scotch taped the damn thing shut on 2 spots when they shipped it. Scotch taped it. I got it super cheap, so I was hoping the vinyl was okay, and it turns out the vinyl is perfect. I mean, instead of sending it back, which would cost us both more, I'm just gonna keep it. And pardon me. But of course, with the way that was shipped, it blew out the inner sleeves. They're all blown out on each angle. The thing just bounced around all over the place. Vinyl, again, is in great shape. So that's the saving grace of it. Same with the other sleeve, just blown out all over. But I'll keep it. I'll get another copy and then I'll just give it to somebody. Because, Winery Dogs, their debut. Their self-titled debut. Billy Sheehan, Richie Kotzen, and Mike Portnoy. Great album, great bluesy rock album. I would say a must-have if you're into that kind of stuff. Next, I finally was able to pick this up. It came up cheap, so I decided to grab it. It's a limited edition, had 500 copies, and that's Frozen Crowns Crowned in Frost. This is from 2019. Limited vinyl, 500. It's black. Italian band, lyric side, band side. Again, more symphonic, hard rock, metal. Vinyl is just black, but it's on the... I'm not going to pull that out. I'm pretty sure it's black. I forget half the time because I got so much shit that comes in. So there's that. A new album again. Another new album. Well, newer. Yeah, this is 2020. I was able to finally pick this up. I think it was on sale. I think that's why I grabbed it, because these are really expensive. I don't remember the print run, but I think it's either 200 copies pressed, first time on vinyl. And this is Deliverance's Learn from 1993, I think it was. And this is a 2020 press, first time on vinyl. Kind of a little different here. This is kind of more on Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime like, you know. But it does have 2 of my favorite Deliverance top 10 Deliverance songs on here, which is 1990, and the very last song is called Sanctuary. I love that song. That gives me a big time vibe of coming right off of Operation Mindcrime. And there's nothing really grand. Near the label side there. Another great reissue from Retroactive Records. finally, I'm glad to have that. Now I've got all their current vinyl caught up, I think. Next I found a brand new, this was still sealed. I dropped it when I was storing it, so I jacked it up. But this was still sealed. It's Loudness is the Law of Devil Island? My God, Devil's Land. This is a Japanese Loudness. Everybody knows Loudness. But it's sung in their language, Japanese. I don't buy much stuff that's not sung in English. I just can't get into it. But Loudness is one of the bands I want all their stuff on vinyl as well. Even their Japanese stuff. And this is on the Netherlands press, Megaton. This is it was sealed up and all, but then I dropped it when I was setting it into the what do you call it, pile. Need to do a video for. This one came up. This is my first one of theirs on vinyl. I have 3 of their 4 CDs. I think I'm missing 2. Second one, Hungry. Can't remember. Anyway, this is from 1986. This is a Scatterbrain. That's how I say it. I'm not sure that's how I say it, but that's how I say it. AOR hair metal. It's a little chewed up. And normally, I know I'm a bit of a, I wouldn't say an elitist. I just like nice copies, but you rarely find nice copies when they're gold stamp promos. And this is a US press. That's why it has a different cover. There's 2 different covers for this, depending where it was pressed at. Kind of a silly cover, but really good. AOR. I feel like bands like, I hate using it, it's on MCA. Buy vinyl, I'm not going to pull it. Bands like Return, The Return, a little bit of Aldo Novi here sometimes. That's just me. It's hard for me to describe bands because what I hear, other people may not hear, and I hate to mislead people. All right, next is one I was just shocked to see in my local. This is a local find. And I remember this back in the day. This is a band, this is a Belgian band, right? Yeah. That's what I'm going with because that's what I remember. And it's kind of like a cross between the vocalist, between Motorhead and early AC/DC, but with a metal, that galloping metal sound behind it. And this is the band called Thunderfire. If you get a chance, I mean, this thing looks new, and this is from 1982, 83. This thing looks brand new. It may have been new. I found a lot of new, still sealed presses a little while ago locally, but that was local too, by the way, the Scatterbrain. It's on black vinyl, Roadrunner, very early Roadrunner for 83. I mean, it looks like Joe Elliott a little bit back in the early Def Leppard days. It's cheesy. It looks cheesy. It's consistently cheesy. It's not cheesy. It's 1981, 82 heavy metal. You know what I mean? You can tell they're trying to find their way. It looks like a little bit like Iron Maiden in the back. Dude kind of does look like the bass player that I cannot think of right now. Jesus Christ. This part looks like Dizzy Dean Davidson, doesn't it? From Britney Fox. Looks like a young Bruce Dickinson. Steve Harris. Jeez. There you go. If you love that early 80s just driving heavy metal sound, you will love this. I mean, especially if you're a Motorhead fan. I am not a Motorhead fan. I can't say I'm not a fan of Lemmy's vocals. Love the man, like the band. I can listen to some stuff. I just don't collect it because I can't justify buying stuff that I'm going to listen to 2 or 3 songs a year. You know what I mean? And so I know, ooh, he doesn't like Motorhead, but I'm not one to say I like something when I don't like it. Thunderfire, cheesy name even. All right, next is, I'm all screwed up. Okay, this is the last vinyl piece I needed for this band. This is Canadian band Coney Hatch. This is a Netherlands press as well. Yeah, Netherlands press, 1983 or 82. 82, close. Again, this was still wrapped up. Not sealed, but in shrink. And the vinyl just looks phenomenal. I mean, just looks brand freaking new. This is a local find. A lot of this rest of the stuff here is local finds. I mean, I just hit some killer stuff. And cheap. I mean, really, really cheap. But I don't... Okay. Got everything backwards here. 1 second, guys. All right, the next one I found. This is my first one on vinyl for these guys. And this is Brain Fever. A German metal band. Very, very Iron Maiden-like. Early Iron Maiden. Early Bruce Dickinson. Even a little bit of Paul Di'Anno in there. Really enjoyable album. I was shocked to see this just sitting there. This was in wrap. I mean, you can still see the gloss on the album. This is still in the wrap. This is a Mausoleum, Skull, and Earthshaker. This is tough to find. Mausoleum stuff is really tough to find anymore. I think this is 83, 84. 84. No inner that I recall, but really, really killer. Early British heavy metal, but get a little bit of American influence in there. Kind of, like I said, just kind of Iron Maiden. I think if you like early Iron Maiden with Dickinson, you'll really like this band. I think this is their second of 3 or 2 full albums. I don't remember. I'd have to look, but I'm not doing it right now. And it's on the Mausoleum label, black vinyl. And it looks, again, almost brand new. It's ridiculous. Again, it was in the shrink, so it may not have been played very much. And here's something I've been looking for a while, and why is that there? That's that track, right? Yeah. This was a sealed one I bought. It was actually sealed. Still had the sticker on it, which I've never seen personally. Hat Trick. I always get the Beast. I don't remember where these guys are from. I think they're like Chicago. I think Chicago. Hair metal, but on the heavy metal side. And it's kind of like that band Panther with Jeff Scott Soto. They looked like they were completely hair metal, but they had a heavy metal vibe to them, you know. I didn't pull this off yet. But a Road Racer press. Again, almost brand new when I got it. Well, it was brand new. Just very old brand new. And then here is the inner lyrics. And again, looking very hair metal, but not hair metal. Not hair metal. Hair metal, the exact term, not hair spray, whatever the fucking, I don't know what I mean. Don't listen to me, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Alright, next is one I've been looking for, and this was also sealed, and the original press on Cobra Records, right? Yeah, 1985, and that's Convict. Go Ahead and Make My Day. This actually was not a band. All the guys' names and the instruments on the back are fake names. There were just 2 main guys that I cannot forget, that I cannot remember right now, that were basically the band. And, I mean, I don't think they've ever played live or anything like that. They just put out, I think, 2 albums. But this is the one I was really looking for, and it came up in the pile where I found that stuff. Still sealed. There's no error with it. There's just a Cobra Strike label, which I always like these indie kind of labels. Really cool find. Another one I've been looking for a while is this one. This is, again, this was a sealed. I think it was sealed. This band is called Shire, and they are out of LA. Convict, I don't remember where it's from. Out of LA. And this had Don Dokken and Michael Wagner produced this. This is from 84. Yeah, 84. 84. And it has a very, very Dokken breaking the chains a little bit earlier, if you know earlier Dokken. A very, very breaking the chains vibe to it. Obviously not Dokken, but you can hear it a lot. Yeah. Fantastic EP. I enjoy it. Again, to find it new was just insane. This has been sitting out, so it's dirty. Enigma, but it's actually Rosa Records. I don't know how Enigma got the biggest name on there, but. And back. Lyrics. Oh, Jesus Christ. Money out of room. Sorry, guys. All right, next. Another one I've been looking for, and this came up. I got this one from a buddy. Destructor. I think there's another Chicago band, right? Ohio band. Destructor. They look like they're kind of thrashy, but they're not. It's pure heavy metal from 85 again. 84, 85, 86. 85. It kind of Slayerish looking and shit like that. And Destructor, again, not Destruction. The album's called Maximum Destruction. And just, I like it. This is one of those albums that are not great. They're usually a heavily wanted album, but they just do something, take you back to that day, you know what I mean? So I really love the album. And this is the original press on Albarn Records. I think I paid like $10 for this thing from my buddy. He had a bunch of things he called kind of very good, but his very goods are very good plus in the world. So he sold me this. I can't believe, this goes for anywhere from $30 to $60 depending on the one at the time. Pretty insane, right? And then your old school heavy metal again, American heavy metal back in the day. Old school collage and lyrics. And then the old Albarn label. Another score, in my opinion. I found a lot of the old, in the last 2 months, I've really been coming across a lot of that 82 to 85 metal that it's so hard to find. And like I've been finding, like sealed copies of the shit and really good prices. And next is the one I bought offline. It came up really cheap. And the guy said it was in very BG plus condition. And but when I got it, clearly it's not in BG plus condition. But he had it for a good price, and it's not. Most collectors will be okay with it. I'm okay with it. Again, I just get a little picky. But this band is called Burning Desire, and it's break free. This is probably a top 50 of mine I've been wanting. And it's got ringwear, and the corners are a little bumped up. You can see it. That's not VG plus. It's I don't mind you saying it's VG plus, but when you overgrade it pretty well, and the back has a lot of VG. A lot of ringwear and scuffs, and there's a sticker bump on it. And it's black, so black's always tough to keep clean. But overall, in good condition. This is a couple basically. That's a female guitarist and the singer. What were their names? Kramer? Yeah, Jeff Kramer and Lynn Crystal Kramer. She sings on one song, the last song, and it's just so bad. But the rest of the album's pretty good. It's your typical 85, or is it 85, 86, 87? I can never remember. Years. 1987, looked right at it. 1987. It sounds like it's from 84, 85, 87, 88, when those really good bands started to come in, they had a lot of talent and just didn't hit because people really didn't want talent. They just wanted pretty. So cheesy as hell. Good sound. It's an independent release. Vinyl is So I mean, the vinyl is in perfect condition. I mean, there's not a scratch on it. I mean, it's phenomenal. So that, you know, I got it for half of what it goes for. So I'm all right with that. Where am I at here? I might not make it. This one I bought. This is my first blind buy since probably the 1990, and I couldn't resist buying it. It was still sealed. It was cheap. It was, and the band's called Underdog, if I remember correctly, German band, and this is from 83, 84, 83. Again, I had no idea about them. I bought it because the dude's got a big ass chain on the dog, and the fucking dog's like, you know, just like a nice dog. It looks like we got an old King Diamond there. Looks like we got some Southern Rock there rather. Just funny. Looks like Leonard Skinner, a King Diamond, and like Styx. He reminded me of Tommy Shell back in the day. And Styx decided to do a band. And it actually turns out it's not a bad album. It's very Bon Scott, ACD-ish with metal, but hard rock, heavy metal behind it. Not like ACD, more, you know, more melodic and stuff like that. It's well worth the $6 or $7 I spent for it. And again, it was brand new. It's the second press. I think it came out in 82 in Germany. This is the, I don't remember. Thunderbolt Records. This, like I said, it was brand new. English press. Okay. Turned out to be a really, really good album, so it was even better. Oh, here we go. Now, I have never seen this album even remotely close to being VG+. This album is always tore up and it's just always fucked, you know? And I saw this and I couldn't believe it. This is an original press. This is an original Cleveland record. I looked it up when I got home. I knew it was older by looking at it, but this is Meatloaf's Bad Out of Hell with the original hype sticker. I have never seen that on any of them. I've never seen it, period. Even has the old, it looks like Kmart or something. It's got the G label, I don't know. Kmart maybe? But this was sealed. I mean, that sucker looks brand new. It's like one of the few albums I actually don't want to take off the shrink, but I will. And again, like I said, looks brand new. Vinyl. Brand new. Just phenomenal. It's like an $8, $10 album, but you never find it in that kind of shape. Next is a band called Tarzan. Don't remember where they're from. I think it's another Chicago band. What's the name of this? This doesn't have a name, did it? No, self-titled. I think it's another Chicago band. Yeah, 85, 86, I can't remember. Again, another one of those bands that they look heavy metal, but they're more hard rock. This one has more of a, you know, hard rock vibe to it, not a metal, I would say metal. Good, you know, it's one of those albums you generally can find cheap, and it's worth the $5 to $8 you can find it for. And this popped up in my local, really, you know, good shape, obviously. And I think the best part about the band is the emblem. Pretty cool. And the worst lyrics ever. How do you put that kind of lyrics on that kind of background? And then it's on the Valentino label. Valentino label, indie. Again, I love those indie labels. All right, next is where am I at? Man, I just can't get these done that quick. It's a promo copy of Dirty Looks, Wasting My Time. Love Dirty Looks, one of the most underrated bands ever. So I picked that up for a few bucks. Quiet Riot. Promo, Stay With Me Tonight. This is the Paul Shortino album, which I love. You know, another promo. Motley Crue, I can't remember what year this is from. I think 2016 maybe. Record Store Day, this popped up, so I grabbed this. Home Sweet Home and Live Wild Side. It's just a big collector thing. 30 minutes, I'm not going to get this done. Okay. First of my, this is one I can never find on vinyl. Lee Aaron's first one on vinyl. I love Lee Aaron's voice. All of her stuff, even into her kind of AOR stuff and her bluesy stuff. But this is her first two albums are killer. Call of the Wild and Metal Queen. Must-haves for metalheads. Canadian metal band. Features Lee Aaron on vocals. And I think this guy went on to play Bitch Betsy, if I remember correctly. I don't remember how that went. But, Metal Queen, big song from this album. This whole album rocks. It's just a kick-ass. Highly recommend it. This is on the Canadian Attic label. Black vinyl. This one was a cool find. This was got this one from my buddy for a few bucks. It's Thoreau's Unholy promo 12-inch promo. It's signed by Thoreau to Frank, but it's really like the pen was dying. And then I flipped it over, and it's signed exactly the same way, but this time with like a marker. So signed promo copy of that is really cool. But she's a German artist, so it's hard to get their stuff. You know, promo, not for sale, all that good stuff. This one was really cool because I'll just tell you what it is. I got this from my buddy as well. This is Overkill's Feel the Fire, Still in the Shrink, and this is an original Megaforce press. Silver label, I think. Feel the Fire, Still in the Shrink. This was, he called this VG. When I got it, I'm like, VG. Anyway, I bought this just to possibly, sell on, or I don't sell it, to trade on or give it to somebody. So I went to look at my copy and decide which one I was going to keep. I didn't have a copy of this on vinyl, so that was even better that I found this version of it. So that's kick-ass. And then the inner sleeve, still in like new condition. And the vinyl, same thing, like brand fucking new. And then lastly, guys, another one I've been looking for. I like these guys. They make me laugh. The songs are intelligent, stupid, if that makes sense. I've been looking for a copy of this on vinyl for a long time, and I found it locally. And that's Scatterbrain. I can never remember the name of this one. Here Comes Trouble. Features Tommy Christ from Ludacris, the punk hardcore crossover punk band Ludacris. But they have a really cool song, Don't Call Me Dude, which is funny as hell. Down with the Ship, which is basically like it's a cover song of metal songs, like all songs. But they'll put like little riffs while the oh man, did he stop? Maximize. Anyway, Scatterbrain, brand new, looks great. Vinyl looks good. I'm going to say goodbye because it's going to cut off in 2 seconds. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch up with you real soon. Have a good night.